What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 24 of our Pokemon Opal walkthrough. In the previous episode, we took on the Ice-type Gym Leader Brezzo. We defeated him and earned the 8th and final gym badge. We also caught up with the rest of the crew, and Dalio told us some important information about the Pokemon League and how it is different from any other Pokemon League. We have also just caught up with Brezzo now, who wishes us luck on our journey. I believe this new route is divided into 2 parts, so you can actually head down south and explore other new areas, or you can head up north and make your way to Victory Road. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go straight to Victory Road. I want to try and reach the Pokemon League in today's episode, and apparently that's in Boreal City, where there's a massive Pokemon League stadium that can hold 100,000 fans, so it's bound to be really crazy. And Dalio told us some information about the Pokemon League. I did mention this, but in Pokemon Opal, the Pokemon League is divided into 3 parts. So the first part is when you're going to battle other challengers and your rivals, I'm guessing. So there are going to be 3 battles for the first part. And if you come out on top and manage to beat all the other challengers, you will then get pushed up to the second round, which is the Gym Leader Challenge. And in this part, all 8 gym leaders that we have already faced in the region are back to battle, and they're even stronger than before. And you're going to have to battle 3 of the gym leaders, which are chosen at random. So my playthrough might be different to your playthrough. You might get completely different gym leaders to what I get, but it is the same gym leaders that you've battled throughout your journey. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And if you can defeat all 3 of them, you'll get pushed up to the final stage, where you will battle the champion, Professor Urbano. So this sounds absolutely epic. I can't wait to get it started and try and work through all of these parts. I love that they have swapped things up from the usual Pokemon Elite Four framework. This has made things a little bit more different and fresh. So if we can arrive at the Pokemon League today in Boreal City, we'll definitely kick things off. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time to show all 3 parts in today's video, but I'm hoping we can get it going. Maybe we'll include the first and second parts. It just depends on how much time we have. But now, whilst working our way through Victory Road, there are a number of trainers to battle, so you're going to have to get a lot of extra training in. But we have eventually defeated all of the trainers and arrived at Boreal City. Here we have caught up with Gala as well as Opalo and Dalio. So it looks like everyone's getting super excited. I can't wait to see what the stadium looks like. And apparently this is quite a big town, so there is a lot to explore here. We're going to go heal up our team at the Pokemon Center, because like I said, there are loads of battles on Victory Road. It actually took me quite a while. But now we're going to explore some of Boreal City. There's going to be loads of people to chat to, and I'm guessing we're going to pick up some items, and it might even be a good place to get some training in. So if you have decided to swap up your team for whatever reason, you can do some training around here. There are some strong Pokemon in the route before. I believe Boreal City is also divided into different sections. So on the eastern side of Boreal City, there's apparently a massive park. On the western side, there is the area where they are selling all the items, like a little market or something. And then up north is where the actual Pokemon League Stadium is. So now we're currently in the center. We're just chatting to everyone and exploring some of the houses. But then we're going to go and explore the markets and see what kinds of items they sell. I'm guessing you can pretty much buy everything there, because we are almost at the end of the game. Once you defeat the Pokemon League and become the champion, there is still loads of post-game, but I'm not sure if we're actually going to carry on with the story. We might end things after the Pokemon League challenge. If you guys would like to see us play the post-game, we will. but that just depends on your guys' feedback in the comment section. There are some new exciting games in store for us. I am hoping to start them on the weekend, so do stay tuned for that. That's going to be super exciting. As you guys know, here on the Pokeflips channel, we do a whole bunch of Pokemon walkthroughs for Pokemon ROM hacks and fan games mostly, and most of the games are completely free. You don't need to break the bank to play these games. You can play most of them on your mobile phone or definitely on your PC. And we do a whole bunch of other games. We've done some Dragon Ball Z games, and we're currently working on a Metabots game. I do have some plans for a Legend of Zelda game, perhaps a Mega Man. I love all the retro games. So do subscribe if you're looking for an interesting new game to play. Check out our playlists, give our videos a watch, and you'll find something that suits you for sure. But now we have finally arrived at the Pokemon League Stadium. We explored the markets and found a whole bunch of cool items. But I can't wait. I want to get this going. I want to get the Pokemon League started. So we've just entered the arena and we're about to start the first part. As you can see, the stadium is absolutely packed. There isn't one empty seat anywhere. Up top, we've got the Pokemon League hosts, Dalio and Opalo. And it looks like it's just the four of us. So he's introducing the 4 challenges for the first part of the Pokemon League. And it looks like it's myself, Gala, Mundanez, and Vermilion. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to battle all of those challenges if we win our battles. And I can't wait to see if they've gotten any stronger or added any new Pokemon to their team. So we're going to get things started right away. The first battle, we are battling Gala. This is going to be so epic. I'm so excited. I can't wait to battle all of our friends. And Gala's first Pokemon she has sent out is Lycanroc, which is at level 59. So you want to make sure your Pokemon are around level 60 to 65. 65 is probably playing it more safe. If you want more of a challenge, maybe keep your Pokemon around level 60. But as you can see, Lycanroc is an absolute weapon. It's knocked out our first 2 Pokemon, Delibird and Lunaya. We have now sent out Tangrowth to finish it off, but that's not a great start to our battle. But the next Pokemon she has sent out is Narvalor, which is her starter Pokemon and strongest Pokemon. It knocked out our Tangrowth, and we sent out Altaria. I thought we would get an attack in, but we just got one-shotted. So we are absolutely getting demolished at the moment. We're going to have to revive some of our Pokemon, or we are not going to stand a chance. We've only got 2 Pokemon left, and we haven't even knocked out many of Gala's Pokemon. So we need to try and turn things around. However, when we sent our Altaria out, our attack missed. We could have maybe one-shotted Narvalor, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So we've sent out Snorlax, and we're going to try and revive some of our team and sacrifice Snorlax. Luckily, we did manage that. We sent out Altaria again, and luckily our attack didn't miss this time. So we knocked out her starter Pokemon, and now she has sent out Minshao, which Altaria has also knocked out. So that just goes to show sometimes you can just have bad luck. Your attack can miss, and that can just ruin your entire battle. Luckily, we were able to revive Altaria. We've just knocked out another of Gala's Pokemon, and now we have reached her final Pokemon, which is a level 59 Roserade. So our Altaria has done a lot of damage in this battle and put in a lot of work. Unfortunately, Altaria got knocked out, but we have now sent out Delibird to finish off Roserade, and we've done it. We've defeated Gala, so that's 1 down, 3 more to go. That was a lot tougher than I was expecting, but we did have a bit of bad luck with our attacks missing. After the battle, you are able to come and heal up your team here. However, I do recommend that you stock up on a few revives and potions and things, because I think in the second part you aren't able to come and heal up your team. So just keep that in mind. But after that, we enter into the stadium again to try and take on the second challenger. I wanted to try and explore some of the stadium, but you can't really go all the way around it. And it looks like for the second battle, we are going to be battling Vermilion. So we do have a special guest up top. Trainer Red is at the top watching down on Vermilion. So that's pretty intimidating, but hopefully we can beat Vermilion and impress Trainer Red as well. So Vermilion's first Pokemon he has sent out is a level 59 Pidgeot. We've got Lunaya up front. And he swaps out his Pidgeot and sends out a Gyarados to try and get the type advantage. It works and he one-shots our Lunaya. But next up we send out Altaria, who will have a type advantage on Gyarados. Our Altaria's attack misses once again. I don't know what's happening with Altaria. I know our attack isn't 100% effective, but to miss two very important attacks in the Pokemon League is really annoying. We tried to revive Altaria, but it wasn't enough. We also sent out our Tangrowth, and now Vermilion has just healed up his Gyarados as well. We've sent out Delibird next, who's finally got Gyarados out of the way. We haven't had a lot of luck so far in the Pokemon League, but I think we're still going to pull off a W in this battle. We are not going down that easily. The next Pokemon Vermilion has sent out is Raichu. We're going to send out our Snorlax, and Snorlax has knocked out Raichu really easily. The next Pokemon Vermilion has sent out is a level 60 Poliwrath, and I must say Vermilion's team is really cool. I love his Pokemon selection. Our Snorlax has been knocked out, but we have revived our Altaria. Our Altaria just one-shots Poliwrath with an electric attack, and we also finish off Pidgeot. Our Altaria is an absolute weapon when its attacks don't miss. And now Vermilion has sent out his final Pokemon, which is also a Snorlax. Our Altaria is going to get knocked out, so we quickly try and revive Delibird just in case. We send out Delibird, and luckily we attack first and finish off Snorlax. So we've done it. We've defeated our second challenger, Vermilion. And as you can see, Trainer Red is in tears in top of the stands there. He can't believe Vermilion lost, but at least we got to show him our skills. So now we can heal up our team again. And the final challenger for the first part is going to be Mundanez. So I can't wait to see if he's gotten any stronger. He was also trained up by Trainer Red. So I'm guessing he's going to be a lot stronger too. And Trainer Red is also watching. So if we can beat all three of these challenges, I think we're going to impress all of the people for sure. So let's get this final battle for the first part on the way and see if Mundanez has gotten any stronger. Mundanez does have an entire team of 6 Pokemon. And the first Pokemon he has sent out is a level 59 Medicham. Our Lunaya knocked it out pretty easily. And now he has sent out a Copperajah, which has just one-shotted our Lunaya with a ground-type attack. We send out Snorlax next, who does get quite a bit of damage in. But it looks like Mundanez is using potions to try and keep Copperajah in battle. Mundanez decides to swap out Copperajah and swap in an Ice-type Persian. Our Snorlax gets knocked out, but it did cause a ton of damage. We send out Delibird to finish off Persian, and now Mundanez sends out Copperajah again. Our attacks are not very effective. We do try and hit Copperajah with a Bullet Seed, but unfortunately it's not enough. Delibird gets knocked out. We send out Tangrowth, who finishes off Copperajah, and now Mundanez has sent out a level 60 Licky. So if our Tangrowth can knock out this Pokemon, we should be in good stead. And we do that, so our Tangrowth has finished it off. And now we're about to face Mundanez's strongest and final Pokemon, his starter Pokemon Gastella, and it's at level 61. It's the grass snail-like Pokemon. We've got Altaria out now, who is at level 68, so leveled up way higher than Gastella, but our attacks are not very effective. But luckily Gastella's attacks also aren't that effective on Altaria. It's going to be really close, but we try and hit Gastella with one more Dragon Pulse, and we've done it. We've defeated Mundanez. We have completed the first part of the Pokemon League challenge. We've defeated all the challenges, so this means that we'll make our way to the second part, where we take on the gym leaders. But it looks like we've got to go to the hotel and catch up with everyone there. The next part is only on the following day. So we're going to try and head to this hotel, which I believe is in the western side near the markets. So we're going to head over there and go and see what's happening, catch up with everyone and chat to our friends. The first part of the Pokemon League was so much fun. However, we do need a good rest, so this hotel is probably a great decision. But we enter here and we chat with everyone. It looks like Opalo is here as well as the professor. And Vera also wants to grab us aside and do a little interview because we did win the first part of the Pokemon League, but we've still got a lot ahead. We've still got the gym challenge and then we've got to take on Professor Urbano. We also get some terrible news that someone has stolen the Pokemon League trophy. So it looks like Opalo is asking us for help. He says that the thieves went into the sewer and he gives us the key. So we're going to have to try and go and explore the sewers in the next episode. We're going to have to try and go and get the Pokemon League trophy back before the Pokemon League continues. So in the next episode, we've got a lot to cover. We've got to try and go explore the sewers, get the trophy, and then still continue with the Pokemon League and hopefully become champion. So do stay tuned for that. The next episode is going to be the final episode and it's going to be an absolute banger. So do stay tuned for that. But that's all it's going to be for this one. Thanks for watching.